racism is the macro issue, and it might be easier to tackle this micro one by one. For anyone listening to this, dude, if you're surrounded by racist whites in a southern state, that ain't the way. That ain't the way. And that was my attempt. I want to read this. I want to read this excerpt that actually Paolo posted on his Instagram. I love this. The problem is that white people see racism as conscious hate, when racism is bigger than that. Racism is a complex system of social and political levers and pulleys set up generations ago. It's what I said in my speech, to continue working on the behalf of whites at other people's expense, whether whites know it or not. Racism is an insidious cultural disease. It's so insidious that it doesn't care if you are a white person who likes black people. It's still going to find a way to infect how you deal with people who don't look like you. Yes, racism looks like hate, but hate is just one manifestation. Privilege is another. Access is another. Ignorance is another. Apathy is another, and so on. So while I agree with people who say no one is born racist, it remains a powerful system that we're immediately born into. It's like being born into air. You take it in as soon as you breathe. It's not a cold that you can't get over. There's no anti-racist certification class. It's a set of socioeconomic traps and cultural values that are fired up every time we interact with the world. It is a thing you have to keep scooping out of the boat of your life to keep from drowning in it. I know it's hard work, but it's the price you pay for owning everything. Scott Woods.
Incredible. The issue, the biggest issue we face right now, the biggest issue is not racism. It is the ideology that racism doesn't fucking exist in this country. There is a vast group of people. So Scott Woods, the man who made that quote, probably has 2,000 followers. If you collect the audience size of people who would like to tell you that racism no longer exists in this country, I assure you it is in the hundreds of millions. And every day people in this country are force-fed the idea that racism no longer exists.
Because bro, that's what I'm telling you. Inherently in our country, we are told that people are created equal. If you're born in America, that's what you were told your whole life. Then when you start to become an adult, you open your eyes and you realize that's not the case. The foundation of this country was built on a lie.
This is a hot take, but we are created equal, born innocent as people.
All men are created equal. Yeah.
Created, but built and bred differently.
Facts.
Yeah.
It's not a hot take. It's facts. Technically, all men are created equal. Humans are created equal.
We start as humans, and then
but like this said, you're not born into racism. But the moment you're born, it's like breathing in air.
It's hard to overcome
in today's society. You cannot ignore that. It's just the reality of the situation. It affects everything that you do.
When you're in an environment, it absolutely will shape the person you become. And if you grow up with a set of values that is 1,000,000% less than desirable, it can be hard to get rid of those. But that's why I feel like this entire conversation is about people dredging up what's inside of them and figuring out, holy shit, yes, I'm not racist, but I should be vehemently anti-racist. I should continue to speak about this.
You're 100% right. And and back to the point I just made, we'll have this conversation and it will be vehemently and hatefully rejected and disagreed with by another side of the conversation.
Bro,
and so let me
wait for the white people who tell me white privilege doesn't exist.
It's gonna be all over this fucking video.
Morons.
Listen to me. People out there are mistaken. I assure you, we are more divided today than we have been in decades.
Ever.
Not quite ever, but close.
It's like the Civil War.
But no, maybe close to that. We are close. People on the right, the same people that will say that there's no white privilege, will say that it was worse under Obama. I do not recall a time when National Guard was rolling through all of our cities.
Before coronavirus tests!
I do not recall a time when the President of the United States was retweeting tweets threatening to use airborne infantry against U.S. fucking citizens. Where's the fucking disconnect? Where's the disconnect? How is that fucking possible that you could be that fucking stupid? What happened? What happened? We are a fucking mess right now because of what is happening at the top. The dialogue is disgusting. Not one tweet in the past 4 days offering relief, solace, calmness.
I cannot believe that.
I will meet with you on the streets. I am the president of this country. I will meet with you. I hear you. I feel your pain. None of it.
Nah, bro.
Not one fucking tweet. Just if you come near my house, I'm sending the dogs out. Looters again. When the looting starts, the shooting starts. You should be fucking ashamed. Ashamed.
All right, calm down. You good. He's right.
That's disgusting,
He's
dude.
right. He's right. It's fucked up. Bro, you know me, yeah? You watch the show, you watch my vlogs. I said it in my thing. I've tended to stay away from politics. Mm-hmm. This is appalling. And I am appalled. Okay? Mm. I cannot believe there has not been 1 ounce of real leadership. Bro, we are in a chaotic frenzy right now, running around like chickens with our fucking heads cut off because no one has any direction. We've not been given any advice on what to do. It got heated for a second. I want to have some fun.
I just want to touch on this last thing. 8 hours ago, Sleepy Joe Biden's people are so radical left that they're working to get the anarchists out of jail and probably more. Big tax increases for all. Like, what do you?
Stop. Before let me handle this. All right, let me handle this.
The mainstream media, fake news.
Listen. All I want from our president. And God strike me down if this is too much to ask for. I want resolution and not conflict. Why does every tweet have to be a
divisive,
finger pointing at someone?
Yes.
I want a resolution. I want to know what to do. Because I do not right now, nor does the rest of America. That's all I want. And that should not be too much to ask for as a Republican or a Democrat. Please just give us something to latch onto, a sliver of hope.
Something. Not even a resolution. I don't want a resolution.
I
would love a resolution. I'm not requiring a resolution from the president or from the people on his level. What I'm requiring is words of hope and wisdom. This will get better, my people. Stay aligned. Do not fight each other. Strategize. We'll get through this. Have we lost sight of how powerful the words of a president can be to save this country during times of peril?
No. We haven't because of Obama's thing today. I think. Maybe.
But I love that piece. But for decades, people that were hurting, people that were sad, people that were pained, that were giving up, turned on the television and they watched a president who unified the country, who said, I have a solution and these are the steps I'm taking to enact it. And now all we see is hatred. All we see is division and speech of war on U.S. citizens. I'm sorry.
Mike,
I am very, very, very upset about this.
If you're looking for answers, if you guys are looking for answers,
you have them.
And
Please.
you're looking to a man who you've lost trust in as the president of the United States, and you want the president to say something, but he's not able to provide the answers that you seek. Is there somewhere along history or someone somewhere that is providing answers? We've seen racism. I just had a conversation with my grandmother about the 1960s race riots and coincidentally a launch of a rocket into space that happened to coincide in similar times. And I guess unrelated. But that being said, this cycle has happened before. No, we have not learned anything yet, but yet a man has had his life taken. We've seen this before. Martin Luther King Jr., absolute martyr for what his cause was. And that was to bring peace to equality to the people.
The worst part, he didn't want to be a martyr. That wasn't his mission.
It wasn't his choice. You don't get to choose.
No, that's what I'm saying. But he made statements. I am not a martyr. I do not want to be a martyr. I want to live a long life, longevity.
So they can continue to do it. But then his message was cut short by the people who felt they were in power.
As hundreds of other Black Americans have before they got a chance to speak.
Absolutely. But how many more lives does it take? We don't need any more. We don't need any more.
We don't need more.
We don't want any more. Yeah. All we want is equality. But yet you're looking for answers from a person who is not able to provide them. We should look to other places for answers.
I don't want answers. I don't want answers from the president. I just want him to tell us that it's going to be okay. and to tell us that he's
That would
working.
that'd be a nice start.
Like
dude.
a start. Like just
you
not
you don't run a marathon if you've never trained, right? But if you've ran a mile, which is all we're asking Donald Trump to do, is say, hey, people, my people, fellow Americans, we're gonna get out of this. Here's what you can do. Hold your loved ones.
Absolutely. Set a good example.
Keep protesting peacefully to spread a message that you believe, whatever it is.
We're working on a solution. We're working on a solution. I know. I'm saying one more thing about it. I don't want. People are gonna watch this. They're gonna be like the flaming liberal Mike or the flaming liberal Impaulsive cast. We're not even fucking liberals. I'm not even a Democrat. I'm not even a Democrat. I'm a common sense U.S. citizen who wants the president to tell us that it's gonna be okay and to come up with a plan to make it that way. That's all I am. That's all I am. And if that's and in this year and in this current situation, that has become too much to ask, and that is what bothers me.